No, 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 no. Let's not get to blaming. Let's not get to blaming where blame is not due. Okay? Somebody missed their ship. Okay? Somebody missed their ship, right? Passed up their seat, gave it to somebody else, which is fine. Okay? Somebody out here blaming they spiritual team. They blaming they you know, they guardian angels, pastor of ancestors, whoever watching over them, they blaming them for them going in the wrong direction. It's not their fault, it's your fault. You weren't led by this head, you were led by the other one. Don't blame your spiritual team for you being led by temptation. You looked with your eyes and you saw what was on the outside, what was more accumulated to your lifestyle at the moment. And you made a decision. With the help of so called friends and family that helped you make the wrong decision, and they knew they were helping you. They knew that they were leading you in the wrong direction. They knew that they were. Did it on purpose. Didn't care about the repercussions as long as you didn't go the way they didn't want you to go. And you're blaming your spirit guide, spiritual team. It ain't their fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. I don't know how many times they have to flash red lights in front of your eyes and give you all of these signs and synchronicities and red flags, and you just ignore them. Maybe stop pumping yourself full of foreign substances so that you can focus. The word does say stay sober, stay vigilant for a reason. People know your weaknesses. They're going to get you drunk, high, and everything else and feed your ego. And that's all they got to do. That's it. That's all they got to do. And you're in the palm of their hand. Why? Because you have weaknesses that they play on. And you don't even know that they're playing on them. You don't even know that they're playing on them. You think they're giving you some type of praise or something? No. Like, come on. It's not your spiritual team's fault. It's your fault. And you got to take accountability for that. If you passed up on something that was supposed to be for you, nobody can do nothing about that. And you didn't take the allotted time that you had to go and claim your seat when you still could have. You didn't do it. So what do you expect? Who else? You don't have nobody else to blame for that. Okay? I'm talking to one person here. 3 on my timer. I may be talking to multiple, but right now I'm talking to one. That's nobody's fault but your own. Okay? You got to take that lick, charge it to the game. It'll teach you to move in a timely manner. Maybe it'll teach you to communicate. Learn the lessons so you don't have to repeat them again. And it no matter if it was your look, these twin flame dynamics. Thank God. Look, there's nothing. It's nothing to brag about. I assure you that. Okay. One of the worst relationship dynamics I've ever experienced in my life. Okay, but for those that work out, they're dynamic. But most of them do not work out. Most of them do not work out. It's always one that's that. The main goal of this dynamic is for one to wake up the other, and for you guys to mirror off of each other what childhood wounds need to be healed. Okay? There's nothing in your contract saying that you guys have to be together. You don't have to. 4 on my timer, okay? Especially if your twin ain't cooperating. If your twin ain't cooperating, then you move it right along. Right? I don't know where they get this idea that because you're their twin or their high level soulmate or whatever, that it's etched in stone and you have to wait for them to get done sowing their royal oats out in the street. No, no, no. Why would God do that? No, he would not. So no. This is where they make that mistake and plenty of other mistakes, but thinking that you're something that can just be put on the shelf. I think not. So quit blaming your spiritual team because it's not their fault. It's not. Wake up, pay attention, and do what you're supposed to do. People make it so much more difficult than it has to be. So much more. 5:55 on time, but I'll holler at y'all later. I got stuff to do. Okay. All right. Peace.